So this is just going to be one of them kind of, it's not going to be a long droney one, but as you can see from the title, it's going to be one of them kind of talky ones. It's obviously around fragrance and whatnot, and it's not going to be all woe is me, etc, etc. I think we all take little dips, don't we, and struggle with motivation and whatnot. So yeah, we'll just get in. I mean, this one's also not going to be over edited or anything like that. Just kind of why. I mean, even on if you follow me on Instagram, which you may or may not do, not bothered really. But yeah, my videos and reels for that matter. My reels were always the things I kind of say are my most creative, and they're the most fun. They can be the most daft, but they always have some sort of something about them. But it's I mean, I've moaned a few times about it. My heating has been broken since the beginning of December, more or less, and I'm not going to go into that and moan about it, but yeah, I've had no heating in the coldest time of the year. I think it's taken a bit of a toll on me. I mean, it's never warm in that house, let's be fair, but the heating takes a little bit of the edge off it, and apart from being always exhausted, which comes with the cold, doesn't it, just my brain will not work. It's like there's a brain fog there, and that's ultimately why I just have no ability to be creative in that, to do it. I'm still going for my walks and stuff despite the cold, because weirdly it warms you up, doesn't it, and it gives your brain a bit of a rest, but I just can't think, and that's why stuff took a little bit of a, some of the videos weren't the greatest in the world, were they? And I've tried the lives and stuff, but again, they make me quite anxious and everything. So that's just kind of the background behind it. It's not, you know, and plus we're not going to just go down this path, but obviously if you have mental health issues and stuff, the winter adds to it, and it really does put a block there as well, and it just gets practically impossible. I mean, I find it much easier to write posts and stuff, but even then I'm struggling a little bit with sniffing new stuff, because I mean, my nose doesn't work great. It's bloody cold. It's not a pleasure to be smelling or thinking about a fragrance when it's, you know, it's so cold. So yeah, that's just it's kind of the background. So what is there to do about it? For me, I think I've hit the kind of point where it's just not to release crap and just do stuff for the sake of it, but kind of ironically, it's a little bit like what this video is. No, it's not really. It's just an explanation that nobody cares about, and other people go through this, don't they? And yeah, so it's just, I mean, I still write down a lot. Them big long videos I do, I've got, you know, a few of them planned and stuff, and I'm sure I'll perk up a bit just when that little edge of the coldness is gone and there's a bit more light. And I think it's normal. It's not that we don't lose interest in it all, do we? It just becomes, when it becomes a bit more like work, it gets a little bit tougher, doesn't it? And we should only really be doing this because we want to, for no other reason. I mean, that's ultimately kind of the things. And usually, I mean, I don't know, but people probably can't tell. Sorry about that, but yeah, with obviously little chap had a doo-doo, but yeah, normally I've got a good amount kind of backed up and stuff, you know, ready to go. That's why you've probably not noticed with the Instagram posts is that they've kind of dropped, although they have. There's a lot less posting, but even with the samples and stuff, it's to make them last and smell less and that. So it's a struggle, but it's good to have the backup stuff when we kind of have these little dips. And I'm sure, again, I love doing this, and it's a release. It's good mentally. It's good to think and be creative. And it's a good outlet, isn't it, in many ways. And as it warms up, I'm sure I'll get back into it. I want to be back into it. That's the thing. And I want to be doing interesting videos, well, subjective, isn't it? But yeah, it's getting that fog, that block to lift, isn't it, a bit. That's it. I don't really need to waffle on. I mean, in a way, it's kind of helped a little bit in the fact I'm not really buying much or anything really. Oh, that's not strictly true. Not looking to buy a lot, I'd say, and there is one or two on my wish list, but I'm in no rush or anything like that. So that's kind of good, because it saves that bit of money. And again, it asks the question, when you're feeling better, you'll know whether you really want that fragrance. It's not like comfort buying, like we all went mental in COVID, is it? Because we're not trapped in or anything. We're not trapped away. It's just trapped away in your own head, aren't you? Which is a little more difficult to solve. So yeah, that's it really. I'm not going to make the video long unnecessarily, but it's just kind of an explanation, and I know I can't resolve it right now, but I think if you're one of these people who suffers occasionally, don't beat yourself up about it. It's normal, isn't it, really? So yeah, it was just a pointless little chat, really. Very brief as well, which is not normal for me, is it? And you can probably see I'm a little more, especially with the lives, a little more, what's the word, abrupt. I find it harder, something I don't like, finding it harder to sugarcoat it and whatnot, which in a way is a good thing, but sometimes you still need to be polite. People have still made these stuff and that. Anyways, what about you? I mean, we all must hit dips. Do you hit dips? How do you kind of deal with it and stuff? I mean, again, it's not really a big deal, is it? There's no obligation to do what we're doing. Do it because we like it, innit? Thankfully, it's not my job, and I'm not sponsored by anyone to put out adverts every day or anything, so it's not that big a deal. But given it's my creative outlet, I feel, I don't know, a bit sad about it, innit, really? Because I want to be able to be creative for myself and that. So yeah, this dog is going to pull me over. Hang on. Charlie. Yeah, so I'll end that now as he's a bit pully. But yeah, thanks folks. Bye.